Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here with the matchup that everybody is talking about for WWE's Crown Jewel 2018. This is going to be the retirement match. No, I messed that up. This is going to be the comeback match of Triple H and Shawn Michaels of D-Generation X. Shawn Michaels wrestling his first match out of retirement since WrestleMania 26. Man. That was a long freaking time ago. I think that that's an 8-year break, much like his 8-year break after WrestleMania 14, before coming back and wrestling against Triple H at SummerSlam of 2002. Most people thought that was going to be a one-night payoff. Shawn Michaels, I think, is rumored to be wrestling matches at Crown Jewel as well as at Survivor Series, where Shawn would wrestle against Undertaker, and this match is only to sort of pay us off onto the next one. We saw the reunion of DX, which in my opinion, I should have seen coming last week at Monday Night Raw, but I didn't honestly think that they were going to do it that way. I thought that honestly they were going to have, Triple H really, try and pull Shawn Michaels out of retirement, where basically Undertaker and Kane were getting in on it as well, where Undertaker and Kane would keep beating up Triple H and Shawn Michaels to the point where we were wondering why Shawn was even coming around. And Triple H would keep asking, are you ready? And Shawn basically turning his back and walking out. These are the scenarios that I was thinking in my mind when I was sort of futuristically, booking this in my head. But instead, we just got Triple H and Shawn coming down to the ring, acting like they're DX of yesterday. And, Triple H basically said, Shawn, are you ready? And Shawn said he's in. We didn't really have any hype up to Shawn wrestling this match that we never thought was going to happen. We should honestly have, Shawn Michaels dancing around the ring, trying to sell his DX gimmicks and dropping $100 bills out of his pockets that Vince is stuffing in there to thank him for coming back out of retirement and being a part of Monday Night Raw and wrestling on Crown Jewel, thinking that it's going to bring more attention to the product that, WWE's Mr. WrestleMania is coming back for one more match, when it's not even freaking WrestleMania. It's Crown Jewel, a made-up pay-per-view for this glorified house show in Saudi Arabia. We're going to have to see Undertaker and Kane pay off on this. If you go back and watch the end of the Super Showdown, when Undertaker and Kane beat up Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I thought that it was kind of weird that instead of going for the double chokeslam, we saw Undertaker hit a chokeslam on Triple H, and we only saw Kane punch Shawn Michaels, and then Undertaker chokeslammed Shawn. I don't know if that's because of the fact they wanted to have a payoff on the video where they would use for Survivor Series of Undertaker hitting the chokeslam on Shawn Michaels at the Super Showdown, and that's what led to the whole thing, or if Kane was just beaten up at this point in his retired career that he couldn't pick Shawn up for the chokeslam if he had some sort of injury and couldn't perform it himself. Definitely, in my mind, how can you have a Brothers of Destruction match at the Crown Jewel show without even having a false finish of a double chokeslam? So I'm hoping that Kane is honestly at 100%. Undertaker is a guy that, he just wrestled at the Super Showdown, and most of the time after he has any kind of match at a pay-per-view, basically he has to go back to the doctor and get put back together with some sort of major surgery that puts him on the shelf for almost a year. But, Undertaker is pushing right back out, taking the Crown Jewel WWE money and getting there. So definitely in my mind, this is probably some sort of a setup to get us to Undertaker versus Shawn at Survivor Series, a match that I think a lot of people are hoping to see, but sometimes you don't get what you wish for. We'll have to see if this Shawn Michaels still has it. And I'm sure that Shawn, at this point of his career, he's around NXT, helping out at the Performance Center all the time, that he might feel like he's still Shawn Michaels. But once you get in that ring, we're going to have to really see if he is still the Heartbreak Kid.